Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career. This time for the Austrian Grand Prix. Before we get into it, head down below, like and subscribe to this out a lot, and let's get right into it. So here I am out for my flying lap around the Red Bull Ring here at the Austrian Grand Prix. Really fun circuit, of course, really short, so if you make, a small mistake, it matters just so much more because the track is just so short that there's just so much time, there's just so little space left to kind of improve on what you've kind of messed up. Currently, before this lap, I was P15, but as we can see right now, 1.5 tenths up. Hopefully I'm going to move up quite a lot further forward, but as we kind of saw before, don't really get the most out of this car during qualifying, and my race pace in this is just way better than the actual qualifying pace for whatever reason. And I think it was kind of equal last season, but this season the race pace is definitely a lot better than the quali pace. But let's see where we are going to move. 2 tenths up, 17th place right now, 3 tenths up out of the last corner, and we crossed the line to only get P16. That is quite far down, especially since our teammate Carlos Sainz is up in P4, about a second maybe faster than us, with Max Verstappen on pole, Pierre Gasly in second place, and Hamilton in third place. Let's see what we can do during the race.
Welcome to the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 meters above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the rundown into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Pierre Gasly alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Charles Leclerc and Tsunoda, Norris, Delatraz, Ricciardo and Jack Aitken, Stroll, Giovinazzi and Guan Yu Zhou and Vettel, Russell, Red, Esteban Ocon and Nicholas Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Matsushita, Lundgaard and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Well, so I was hoping for someone to get a penalty ahead of me, so I start a little bit further forwards, but that is not the case, as we are waiting for the lights to go out, and it's away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix on season 5, I'm pretty sure. No, it's season 4, isn't it? As we get up to 14th place straight away coming out of the first corner, going up past the second corner, and hoping to get a couple more cars down towards turn 3 as we dive down the inside of Antonio Giovinazzi, Lance Stroll, Guan Yu Zhou, I'm pretty sure as well, and now we are side by side with Lando Norris getting ahead, but I kind of sacrificed some top speed in order to actually get some kind of corner turn in, you could call it, but we do manage to get past, stay ahead, and up into P10 straight away, which is really good, into the points right at the start is really what we want to see. not messing around with the slower cars. Now we can kind of fight with the cars that are more like our pace, as we nearly lose the back of the car over there. But we do manage to stay ahead of Lando Norris, as there's a huge crash ahead of us, and it looks like Jack Aitken is out of the race. Now here we can see from Daniel Ricciardo's point of view, pretty sure that is Pierre Gasly, maybe Yuki Tsunoda, going into pit in, and the Red Bull of Jack Aitken goes in, crashes into the AlphaTauri, and is out of the race. So that is one car less, and we do manage actually to get up to P8, of course, with those two, well, one pit stop and one retirement over there. But on lap 4, we are not satisfied with P8, and we barge past Daniel Ricciardo, who set the fastest lap under the virtual safety car. But we do manage to get past and up to P7, and now we are fighting with Leclerc. As you can see, our race pace is just so much better than our quali pace. I'm not really sure why I can't get the most out of this car during qualifying, but luckily for us, when it comes to race day, we can definitely deliver some solid results. As of lap 6, we are up to P6 already, but as you can see, it is starting to rain, and I did take that into account, that we are probably going to go from the softs onto the intermediates or wets. As of lap 7, we kind of pull a dummy right on Delatraz, then go out left, get the better run out of the corner, and get DRS, as that's still not turned off, even though it is raining. But there we go. As you can see, Jeff comes on the radio and says, do I want to pit in for the intermediates? And I do, because I was started to lose grip, not even on these tyres, but in these conditions as well. So I'm barely making it into the box without crashing or spinning out over there. But we do manage to get in. Now we are going to have to double stack with Sainz, so we are going to lose some time to him. But you're going to see on this lap, after us passing a couple people who didn't pit in for the intermediates, and you're going to see how fast and easily we were going to be able to get past them. And that second, maybe even 2 seconds that we lost sitting behind Carlos Sainz, we definitely would have lost a lot more if we would have just stayed out on this lap. As here we can see, coming up to Nobuharu in the Williams and Mazepin in the Haas, as we can see, it just looks like we are passing like regular kind of cars and not like Formula cars. As we do manage to get up to P10, and now on this lap, loads more people are going to be pitting in, so we are going to be able to get back up to P5. Now from here, 9 laps, I tried my best, lap on lap. As we can see, lap 17, I was just getting so close to Carlos Sainz down into turn 3, but then down into turn 4, I just lost some time, as George Russell is out for his second consecutive race, I'm pretty sure. As we can see, another problem with the Alfa Romeo, and as we can see, I lost some time on the last lap to Sainz and Hamilton. If we would have got DRS towards the end, I would have probably been able to overtake him, but I just didn't have enough speed in me to be able to get past. But P4 and P5 for us, especially starting P16, is a really, really good effort.
Smiling faces on the pit wall after a superb win here in Spielberg, and rightly so, a brilliant effort from the whole team. Talk to me, Ants, what was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So it's another win for Max Verstappen, with Pierre Gasly on the podium, with Lewis Hamilton finishing it off. Carlos Sainz P4, us P5. Good points for us as we stay P5 in the drive standings, Carlos Sainz moves up to P7, and in the constructor standings, we are still P4, but way further ahead of McLaren and kind of closing up to Mercedes, so maybe we can fight for P3, maybe even P2. I guess we're going to see, but for now there's going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.